Hey everybody, Amy here. Hope you're having a great day. So today what we're going to do is we're going to do the update on the potatoes. So it's been 3 weeks now. I did put some dirt on them over the weekend on Monday. They needed to have some more dirt, but since then they've shot up again. So what we're going to do today is I'm going to show you what they look like now. We're going to put the dirt on it again and put some more nutrients on it and water them. And then I'm going to give you an update on the back area that I told you I have some plans for and projects for. So we'll go over that. So we'll see you with the potatoes. So here's my potatoes. We are now 3 weeks in. So as you can see here where I've added the dirt looks a little bit higher, but you can see just since Monday they've shot up. Some of my littler ones are starting to come up now, but we're gonna be piling on some dirt. We may end up covering some of these really short ones because my taller ones, they really need to have that more dirt up higher now so that they can start producing the potatoes underneath. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go get the soil and put it on. Okay, so we have the dirt. My husband said that I should just leave these in there. He thinks it'll add nutrients, they'll break down. No problem leaving them. So we're gonna just start scattering the dirt. I'm gonna start down here where you probably can't really see me. I'm super excited about these. I really hope that we get a good yield this year. We're also going to show you some of my other plants that I've planted. I can't quite remember when I planted the seeds. It's probably been at least a good month or more since I planted them. So, and I planned on starting a video, you know, so you could see the progress of them as well as the potatoes, but sometimes I'm just not ready to be on video. I don't like to go on video if my hair and makeup isn't done. That's just me. I'm really particular about that. Even though it really doesn't matter, but I just feel like if I'm going to be making a video that potentially all the world can see, that I need to definitely make sure that I at least look presentable. It's been getting really hot. We're finally getting warm. It didn't gradually get warm during the day. We just went from being cool to warm. Hopefully, we're hoping all of our 40-degree nights are over. And I'm not going to be able to cover them as much as I thought today because, like I said, some of the other projects we've been doing, I've been using up my pre-done soil that I had already. So I'm at the end of it and I have to make more soil, and I don't think that I'm going to have time to do that today. We had things we had to go do today. I had to take my daughter. She got her driver's license yesterday, and we had to go and get her passport today. Things like that. So as you can see, I didn't get as much dirt in there as I wanted, or that I planned on. Thought I had more left in there than that. So I'm gonna go grab the nutrients. So today we're just gonna be putting on Epsom salt. I usually add that every week. Like I told you guys before, it's the salt of the earth. I shouldn't be repeating myself. My husband says I repeat myself too much, but I just like to do it liberally. Shake it off the leaves a little. We got some clouds today. We're supposed to have rain later, but I'm gonna still water this when I'm done. And then the other thing we're gonna be putting on today is earthworm castings. So they are good for, it even has for like root vegetables. It's pretty much good for all soil, but it says that it is particularly good for root vegetables. On the bag it has like onions and radishes and garlic and potatoes and carrots. I'm not sure. And like kale, cabbage, so things like leafy greens. You usually just want to try to lightly shake all that stuff off of the plants. And so we've covered them some. What I'm going to probably do is when I mix my soil, I have some things I have to do this week. And what I'll do when I mix the soil is I will probably go ahead and just put some soil on here. I won't video it. We won't video it until next week. So my hose is a pain to get all the way back here. So we're not going to water it on camera or anything. But I mean, y'all know how to water things. The best thing to do when you're watering is just make sure that you are trying not to get water on the plants, you know, unless it's cloudy. But it's just always says for home gardening, it's best to always water like at the base, at the dirt. I'm going to show you some other potatoes that I was growing. They're like the little purple fingerling potatoes, and when they were growing, they were vining off of the potato. So I wasn't sure if they were going to grow down like sweet potatoes or if they were going to grow up like regular potatoes. I've never grown them before. So I just put them in little pots and I've been putting dirt on them. So they're just kind of like an experiment. Try them out this year, see how it works. So I don't know how much potatoes we'll get because like I said, they're in little pots. So I'm going to show you those now. So these are the little pots of the little fingerling purple potatoes. And as you can see, they are growing up. They have their leaves and the plant looks a lot like the regular potatoes. So this pot, that one, and that little one in the back, those are all the purple fingerling potatoes. This one is my one and only sweet potato I'm growing this year. They put the vines off, sweet potatoes do, and what they do is when they start putting the eyes or vines off, you put like little toothpicks in them, put the base in water until it starts growing roots. So once the potato grew roots, I planted it. Now, I usually do need a bigger pot for my sweet potatoes. I'm gonna probably end up having to move this unless I do get some more sweet potatoes, because as you can see, the pot is not very large. But normally what happens is with sweet potatoes, you normally would plant them in the ground, but we don't like planting things that are gonna grow under the ground here because there's not a lot of very good things in the soil. We've seen just things that we don't want to get in the food. So normally they will grow, these vines will vine out. They'll end up, none of these have them yet, but they'll make like little feet and tubers on the bottom, and then they will just grow along the ground normally, and they tube down, and the sweet potatoes grow off of those because sweet potatoes tube down. They're a root vegetable. That's why they're different from like regular potatoes. So over here we have, this is going to be tomatoes. These are going to be little cherry tomatoes. These are cherry tomatoes that we had last year. We harvested the seeds and I planted them this year. This is a marigold. We did have a marigold plant here in the middle, but it ended up dying. So these are seeds from our marigold plants that we just planted in the ground. I put some more in there, so some more should be growing. They haven't sprouted yet, I think because it's too cold, but this pot and this pot are going to be peppers. They like warmer weather. I may have to reseed, I'm not sure. This is another tomato. This is going to be a large container tomato. This is also from tomatoes I grew last year and I harvested the seeds. I've had something is eating them, so I'm going to have to look for the culprit, which is going to be some type of little caterpillar. I'm sure I don't like to use pesticides on my stuff, but this was the original little marigold plant. These are seeds I planted. You can see it's about to put, that's a little bud out. So what I'll do is when these die, I'll pull them out and then just stick them down in the dirt. Marigolds and tomatoes are BFFs. This one is another large tomato, or large container tomato. As you can see, this one's doing really well. These are doing pretty good. There's our original marigold plant, and that is some of the seed. So you want to always grow marigolds with tomatoes. They provide great nutrients and protection to them, usually from all kinds of pests. This is my garlic. I've never grown garlic before, but what you do is you take a clove and you break it off. This one I was growing, so I'm gonna have to get him in the ground. You break it off, you peel the like little skin off, and then you put the tip that is down here, you put it in water, and once it starts to grow roots, then you plant it. So I did plant more in here that's in here. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This one shouldn't be doing this yet. These are some, I think something's getting in here. This is a purple tomato. It looked much better when it was cooler. I have heard you're usually supposed to grow them when it's cold. I did have a yellow tomato growing here. You see I have some remnants, but I've never grown, not tomato, I'm sorry, onion. Purple onion and a yellow onion. I've never grown onions or garlic before, so this is all, we're just trying it out, seeing how if it's gonna work or not this year. Over here is our beautiful spring onions that my daughter and I, you just let them get in water when you buy them, and you just plant them. So as you can see, we have several that are getting ready to go to seed because we have not used them enough. And what happens is, out of these flowers, the seeds will come. There'll be little black seeds. This one's going to seed. This one's going to seed. We have a lot of them going to seed, unfortunately, so we will be losing them. They will not put off any more of these once they go to, some of these, I'm sorry, once they go to seed. This one is about to go to seed. If you look, you can see right there is going to be a little seed. So I'm going to have to come out here soon and make sure that I can collect them, or they're going to all fall on the ground there and grow there instead. So as you can see, this is the back area where we had the lattice and the metal, and I had all my gardening stuff. As you can see, we're already starting to redo it back here. On Sunday, we bought the privacy fence and put that up. What my husband is going to do is he's going to build me a raised bed. Like I told you guys, this is like a lot of shade back here, so not many vegetables grow well back here. This is my parsley that was left back here over the winter, and because I wasn't using enough, it is now going to be making flowers and going to seed, but it did really well. As you can see, the heat is getting to my plants. I got to come and water everything. That's another reason why I did the potatoes today. These are some of my other garlics. As you can see, some aren't making it. These ones didn't come back through the dirt. Some are doing better than others. Not real sure how they're going to work out. But so back here, this area, I was getting it ready. I was going to start planting my herbs back here. But to protect it and make it look better, my husband said that he wants to make me like a raised bed. So it's going to go from here and in front, and then here, and then to the tow hitch here. And then, well, it'll be full of dirt. It's going to probably be about this tall, maybe about 2 feet tall, I believe is what we're going to do. It's going to be 2 feet tall. We'll also put a backing on it to protect the fence. And what we'll do is all in here will be herbs. Now, my husband doesn't like to be on camera, so I'm not sure how much of the building of it I'll be able to video. I will video some of it and take pictures. You know, I'll give you guys updates. This will probably have to change. Like I said, this was my work area, and I've had different ideas back here. We had originally had these elephant ears. They were larger last year and helped to do some privacy. So this will all be coming out because it'll be replaced with herbs. We'll be planting them other places. This is my parsley that was hanging on my porch. We redid our porch, so it can't hang there now. Here is my cilantro that grew over the winter. It likes cooler weather better. As you can see, all of these little balls are going to turn to seed. So they start as the white flower, then it turns into this green ball. And then as you can see, these are starting to change color. They will turn completely brown and dry, and they will be the seed. It is also what the spice coriander comes from, is ground cilantro seeds. Okay, everybody, that was the update on the potatoes and where they are so far. So remember, now we are 3 weeks in. Today is May 10th, so we're 3 weeks in, and hopefully I will get one out every week. It just depends on the weather. Here in Southwest Georgia, just like when I lived in Florida, sometimes we have a whole week of rain. So I won't be out videoing, of course, in the rain. I did also find a place to be able to put some cucumbers and plant cucumbers where they'll be in full sun and they'll be able to trellis up. So I'll be making a video probably tomorrow or Friday because I really need to get them in the ground. Hopefully we'll be able to get it out. We also showed you some of our other plants that I have in the yard because I'm going to be doing videos on those. We're going to be planting more tomatoes and more peppers. Of course, if I had a big open full sun area to actually put an in-ground garden in, I would. I just don't have that availability, so we're stuck with pots for now. If you like the video, please smash the like button. It does allow YouTube to get it out to more viewers. The more likes I get, the more views I get, and the more subscribers I get. A lot of people that view these don't even subscribe. So if you haven't, please subscribe, and leave me comments of things that you would like to see. Hopefully we'll be getting out more stuff. We're going into the warmer months. We'll be doing more fun stuff outside. We didn't get to the blueberry you picked because we had rain on Saturday. So hopefully we'll be able to get to that soon, because I do need to go there so I can get enough blueberries to make jam. So I hope you guys have a great day and are blessed. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.